Mike Bradley. I hope you are doing well as always. If you're a regular viewer, I am in a different part of my room, the messy corner. What people don't see much. But the reason I'm here is that I've done some videos in the past talking about positive grids, bias, amps, bias effects, and the very clever people are back with Bias FX 2. What sounds like it should be some kind of film title or something like that. So depending how I edit this, I've done a bit of playing already. I'm sure at the beginning of the video you had me play something. There's a lot going on here. This would be a very long video if I go through every single detail, but I want to do a little overview and then cut in some sounds and things like that. But one thing I will say is that, and I'm not just saying this, like the improvement is redonkulous. You know, it was great before. I liked bias effects before. I'll put, I'm sure, a card or I'll put a link in the description box of when I last looked at bias effects. I think about a year or two ago now. And that was great, but they have really worked on their sounds and got some cool new features. But let's just dive in. I'm going to go into the screen shot so you can see what's going on. I want to put this very nice guitar down. So diving into the front page here, you can see the very mane of hair, Mighty Friedman. But if I go to pedal board, you can see there is lots of, you know, boards already ready there for you to use, which is very cool. Lots of different sounds here, as you can see. We'll go into that in a minute. So let's say I'll click on the home page. So this was American Dream, the kind of fuzz sound I had at the beginning of the video. If I click here, you can see you've got a massive range of sounds, you know, pop, blues, funk, and then all the different, you know, pedals already loaded up and different amps and stuff like that for that kind of sound. So I'm just randomly clicking on this one. I'll ignore. So here I've got a particular one I've just picked for the sake of it, and obviously I can add load of stuff here. So if I go to the amps, we've got our, just like before, if you're used to bias effects, they've got, you know, low gain, crunch, high gain, acoustic, all that kind of stuff. So if I'm on the low gain here, and we can see there's load of amps here. And these sound great. I'm actually a big fan of the super reverb. I'll do a bit of playing with that in a minute. So, you know, so say it's got the kind of a matchless amp going on there. Say I want the super reverb, I just click on it, bang. In real time, you can see how quick that was. And then so now I've got there, so I can, you know, turn up the gain, whatever I want, you know, just by a click of a button. So this is a very straightforward one here. Here we've got our kind of cabinet. And again, just like before, you can kind of move the amp back and forth, and you could change, you know, the actual cab or the speaker itself and the cabinet. You know, so it's a green, obviously like a greenback kind of thing. I might want that. Yes, let's select that for the sake of it. And then let's say I want to. So here there's a boost kind of ready. But I might not want that boost. I might want another boost. I've been liking this, so let's click that in, and then say I want to add in, you know, something else. So we've got our drives here, and then actually some are kind of locked. I've ignored that for the moment, but you know, obviously there you got a clone drive. Pretty obvious that one is. So obviously these are new with the, you know, the population of clones and clones going out there. Dumble clean, that's new. I don't remember that last time. So let's say I want a bit of a clone drive, so I can just drag it and I'll just whack it in there, you know. And then let's say I want a cheeky bit of delay, so I'll go to add again. I'll go down to delay, and here we have a plethora of delay pedals we can choose from. So let's keep it nice and easy. Oh God, I don't know. Sometimes when there's such a plethora to choose from, it's like, oh, where do I start? Let's just say ambient. So we'll put it. Actually, no, we want the reverb to be delayed. So put it there. And am I happy with that? Yeah, we'll just go a standalone kind of sound. Let me get a guitar. Actually, before I want to change guitar, but before I change guitar, because, bear with me, let me put that on. So this is just going to be from the camera here. There's a ton load of delay on. What is new here is a tuner, which is, now nothing's coming, and as you can see, I can tune to my heart's content. Very, very cool. Very cool. You know, so now I want to change, before I make no noise, if I want to change guitar, like I'm gonna, guitar change, and I can tune to my heart is content and all is right in the world, which is really, really cool. And then I'll just click that. Again, that's just on the camera. That isn't what you're hearing recorded yet. So, I'm going to fiddle about with this till I get a sound I like. Right, I did a bit of fiddling there. Got there in the end. I didn't like that delay sound, so I kind of went to this. And I'm going to hit record so you guys can see something. Bang! Right, so let's talk about some other features he got. So if I get her back up again. So here at the beginning of the video, I said about, obviously on the feature kind of page, or on Marty, and then pedal boards, you've got all the kind of these new presets and bias effects, or sorry, positive grid are always adding new stuff to it. This one here is Song to Swing, which I've already saved. I'll show you that in a second. But you can, Lincoln Brewster lead sounds, all these kind of things here, and you can, click on it, and then you can download that setting, that pedal board setting, and then when you do that, if I go back here so you can see Sound to Swing here, it will be saved to your bank. So you can see I've got a couple of different ones here. This one is a dotted eighth one, which I did earlier in the video, and I've kind of added my own stuff to it. I've tweaked it a little bit, just to do, again, fiddling about what I'm talking about here, adding stuff in, taking stuff away, and things like that. But if I go to Song to Swing, get this up a minute, which is very nice. Again, just a camera mic here. It's got a phase on, but never mind. Nice. thing it's got is a loop pedal, which is quite cool. So I've only tried doing this once, so I'm going to try and do it again, and let's see what happens. This may go horribly wrong. It may go horribly right. So I'm going to use just actually the camera mic for this. I'm not going to record this and make life a bit easier for me. But I've got all that stuff happening. And I'm going to do this little loop here. So we'll see how this goes. So... You get the idea, alright? Don't know how that's coming across on the camera there. So the Bias Effects 2, it really is cool. Like, this was just a little overview. I'll be posting some more stuff on my Instagram. I expect using some little sound bites, so do check that out. There'll be a link for my Instagram page. But I'm a big fan. A big fan. So much sound you can get, and if you're in a, your apartment and you limited on noise, something like this is great, especially for recording and just at your fingertips. All these new pedals and different amp settings and what, and they're so realistic as well. Really realistic. I can't praise it enough. I really can't. So the Bias Effects 2 gets big Bradley thumbs up from me. I've liked their stuff for a long time, and I'm blown away by the sounds. Anyway, guys, hope you're very good and well. Lots of love. Mike Bradley, very much signing out. Bye. The devil's on my side. Talking to myself again.